Welcome to a Friday stream. Still not 100% used to that, but give me like 2 more weeks and then it'll be normal. Let's make sure. Okay, thank God. Everything's like running normally. I was having like a mental conniption fit half an hour ago because some of my windows in OBS just refused to work no matter what I did. Quite annoying. How are you? How are you on this blustery, boring Friday? I'm just so glad that it's Friday and that I don't have to... Okay. And that I don't have to worry about day job for a little bit. I finally have a couple of days off, and I'm very excited about that. Well, I, you know, a lot of people take, like, time off work for Christmas. I did not, so, I'm taking time off now. So I'm very, very happy about that. But I'm also very tired. It's fine. It happens. And I'm also working a lot for, my birthday stream on Wednesday. Friendly reminder that that is happening. It starts at 11 Pacific, but it's gonna run for a while. And right now, my plan is to host, like, a giveaway at around 3 p.m. Pacific, and the winner will get a drawing from me, which will be fun, and I'll have more information about that on Wednesday, and more information about probably the whole kit and caboodle on Sunday. Yeah! Anyway, and also, in other streamery news, I'm building a soundboard. I haven't tested it on stream yet, though. I don't even know if that registered or not. That's fine. Anyway. Oh, it did register! Excellent! Yeah. Right now it's just a bunch of random nonsense. Hopefully one day I will find things that make me go, oh yes, I desperately need this on a soundboard. Right now it's mostly stuff from SpongeBob. Alright, yeah, tonight we're gonna play Powerwash Simulator. I've never played this game before. I don't think I've ever watched anyone play it before either. Turning the music down, so I don't know what to expect. Genuinely and truly. But I guess I'm just gonna click career mode and start from there. That seems like it just starts with no fanfare, no title screen, no nothing. It's just like, oh, here are your options. Which I vibe with that, that's fine. And the career mode is like, it's like, people pay you for your jobs, right? Like, that's what power washing is for. Great news! Finally found a van for you at the auctions under your budget. Don't freak out when you see it. It looks like it's just been dredged from the bottom of a lake. But that's a good thing. It meant no one else bid on it. Underneath that hideous layer of gunk is your perfect workhorse. Engine's a dream, no rust, there's even equipment in the back. Just needs a good hosing down and you're in business. You'll certainly earn your pressure washing stripes getting this thing clean. Okay, and you can earn $150 from it? I did not look up what the controls were. But oh hey, I didn't need to. Use washer, toggle washer, switch nozzle, rotate equipment. Move, sprint, crouch. Okay, yeah, that's all basic. Rotate equipment. Jump. This game is fun, but I have so many questions whenever I see it. Like, how do some of these people's houses get so incredibly dirty? Well, I don't know because I am not there yet. But van at bottom of lake, that checks out for what I just saw. Equip, rotate novel. Okay. Raise lower tablet. That's like a fucking pause menu. Okay. So. Yep. Yep, this is so straightforward. Holy moly, I also do not think that it's this simple of like, oh, yeah, you can just, pick up a... Oh, neat. That you can... Didn't he just say that it looks like it came out of the bottom of the lake? Not that it did. Oh! I don't quite know. But, this is not how you should actually use a pressure washer, if I remember correctly. I have some experience with a pressure washer. Like, obviously, like, I grew up on a farm, right? There's not, like, a ton of need for a pressure washer. Like, yeah, we had a car, the family car, but we didn't really have, like, paved roads on the farm. It's not really a thing you see on a farm. But when I was in the college, back in the day, it's easy until you have to find the last speck of dirt that you can only see from a very specific angle. Let's go! That sounds like a fun challenge. Back when I was in the college days, you know, sometimes you don't want to live in the dorms anymore, and sometimes you, like, rent a place. And, I rented a place, and, it was not an apartment, it was a house. Like, a lawn and stuff. And the landlord, took the money off my rent for 1 month because I, rented a pressure washer and pressure washed the driveway. So, very limited experience with one of these in real life. Ooh. But I've used one before. So, you can trust my opinion, guaranteed. Because I've used one. At least one point in my life. Also, I find it kind of jarring that there's like no background music in this game. I just realized that. I might actually... Give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna actually just, like, grab some background music then, if there's not any in the game. Do. Let me... Just don't hit yourself with it. I don't remember if that's happened or not. It could have, it could have not. I'm sure it does. Like, I mean, it's getting all of, like, this grime and gunk and stuff off of this car that maybe has potentially, but maybe not, submerged in the bottom of the lake, question mark? That cannot be confirmed at this time. Oh, there we go. I don't know, like, just doing something in silence with no background music, or background noise of any kind, it messes with me. It messes with my ability to focus. Like, if I'm talking to another person, like, having a conversation, having background music's not a thing that I would want to have because I want to focus on the person's conversation. But if I'm doing something that is, like, doesn't require communication, like power washing a potentially submerged car by myself, like, if I'm just doing it in silence, I will go absolutely bonkers. Oh my god. It would drive me nuts. And, like, sometimes, like, when I was a kid, like, I didn't have a choice because I would do chores and not have, like, an option to play music. Because, you know, like, I think kids have cell phones these days. I'm not 100% sure. Ouch. But I didn't when I was a child. That is for damn sure. So I would just have to, like, wash the car outside in silence. We didn't have a pressure washer, but we did have a car, and it did need to be washed. If you have never lived on a farm, things get very messy. Gravel roads? Oh man. I'm telling you. So I have plenty of experience in the regular washing of cars. The washing of cars that does not involve one of these things. I do, however, I'm not by any means, in any way, a regular Reddit user. I'm not. I go on that website very rarely. Usually it's to read specific things that I found on other websites. But the power washing con subreddit, that one's great. I always go back to that one. Love that subreddit. It's so satisfying to watch IRL where people can do, like, you know, really straight lines, and it's just like, and they get it all at once and they don't need to go over, and it's just very, very good shit. Good shit. So that is a subreddit I do enjoy. And we'll make the trek over to that place just to visit. Could you turn your volume up a little or the game down a little? Yeah. Let's see. I hope... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure, like, nothing is super quiet. You can let me know if that's better or worse. Let me power wash the thing for a second. Yeah, I can see how that would be loud. But yeah, let me know if this is better, worse, the same. Woo! One day I will get these damn audio settings, like, actually correct. I guess today is not that day. It'll happen. Maybe. Is that? Yep, that's one. Oh, there's stuff. No, that's just a reflection. Audio balancing is a bitch. It really is. I have such a hard time with that. A lot of times, when I've made changes to the stuff, I try and do, like, a test run where I just record myself. I think this time I may not have had time to. Which is not good. Ooh, okay. There we go. Now I'm standing upright. Okay. Get off the window. That. Ha! Is this technically my last stream of the year? Oh, I think it is. Hot diggity. Because, you know, the year ends tomorrow. That's fun. Oh, getting the top is gonna be the worst. I didn't even think about that. Will you be the first streamer to not use the power washer to draw? Maybe? I don't know. If you hadn't said anything, the answer would have been yes, because I would have never thought to do that in my life. So, I don't know. Surprisingly, that stuff does not cross my mind ever. You usually set yourself a bit low to prevent destroying eardrums whenever you get loud. Yeah, that's exactly what my setup is for, because I know when I get loud and excited, I can't control my volume well at all. And I have been told my projecting is too good to the point where it's a bit of a detriment sometimes. I try my best, but game volume can just be so... The game volume is harder than anything, like, on the computer for me. Because it's so unpredictable. I can say words. Hell, who knows, Prowler? I might forget in 30 minutes. Like how I keep forgetting to run the fucking 1-minute ad before the stream starts. So, like, I don't have pre-rolls so people don't have to deal with that. I keep forgetting. It's... What I wanted to do before tonight's stream was to do, like, write a list, like, that I visually see in front of my computer. Of, like, here is all the stuff you need to do before you officially start talking on the stream. There's a removals van outside my nightmare neighbor's place. They're finally... I'll check on that later. Oh, frick. He totally distracted me. God damn it, Harper. What was I talking about? No! Harper, you son of a bitch! He really got me. I have... Y'all ever have that? Where, like, you get distracted by, like, a text message or, like, a notification of some kind, and you were talking about something, and even though it took you 15 seconds max to look at that notification, what you were talking about for the past 20 minutes is completely erased from your brain? I don't personally think it's that bad, but it might help to turn everything but voices dialogue down lower than what you would usually set it to. That's a good idea. I might keep it a little lowish for this one, but that's also because, hey, what's the noise? Power washing and some background music. Not a whole lot of noise that the audience necessarily needs to hear, I think. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot about, like, the whole concepts of, like, oh, the attention span is decreasing with, like, increase in technology and smartphones and crap like that, you know? Oh! Oh, you can rotate it! Oh, nuts! That's great. I love that. I didn't realize that was even an option. Oh, that makes so much sense! Oh my goodness. Oh. I have ADHD and my short-term memory is like a leaky bucket, so I definitely understand. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder about myself and if I fall in that department because of... It wasn't as bad when I was a kid, I don't think, anyway, but as an adult, it's just gotten worse and worse. But it also like having a poor attention span as an adult led me to having like a new hobby in life, which ended up being like a positive thing. So it's not all that bad, I guess. Because like, I have planners, you know, like every year. And I'm like I'm not super crazy about it, like some people who might, like bloggers who are very into planning. I feel like that's not the type of like intense I go for, but like I'm like 1 or 2 steps below that. That's a terrible explanation, but it kind of sort of maybe works. I have to ignore that guy. He's driving me nuts. But for me, like, I work my planner to where it's like half, like, filling out a planner, half, like, it's kind of scrapbooking-ish. I use a really minimal planner and fill it with a lot of stuff and, like, draw a lot of boxes. It's not... I wouldn't say it's bullet journaling. I'd say it's like kind of similar, but not. I don't know. Because it's a lot more. The planner I do use is more than just like It's just a grid notebook, you know? Because bullet journaling is usually just done in a simple grid notebook, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I will gladly accept that. Aha! Perfect. Ooh, different nozzles. That's not what we need. That one's probably good for, like, outside. I make planner schedule things and then fail to make myself do a single thing on it. It's tragic in a way. Oh, yeah. I have periods where it doesn't help, but for the most part it does. And I know everybody's different and I know it doesn't work for everybody. And I'm like super aware of that. It does for me. It helped a lot when I was back in the olden days of college, and it helps now that I have a day job. And it's easy to forget things at day jobs sometimes. So I'll write stuff down. It helps. Alright, we're at 37. We're at 99% cleaned. Oh boy. Wonder where that last 1% is at. Is it right there? No, that wasn't it. Let's see. I'm getting what you were saying earlier, Tuttle. I think I'm picking that up now. Let's see. I'm trying to remember if there was something that... Oh, maybe the... Yeah. There we go. Aw, damn, I thought that would do it. Hello, Bubsy. It do be power washed it. However, it says not. Oh, down here. Okay. Bumper door hubcap. Okay. So one of the... Oh, I see on the door. Wait, stand up. I think that's it, right? Or am I absolute... Nope, right there. There we go. Alright, so the bumper and the hub. Hubcaps go on the tires, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then the bumpers... Is it front or back bumper? Oh, that's not where I'm aiming. It doesn't say front or back bumper, so I'm just gonna go over both, I think. Maybe not the back one, so we are just gonna crawl on our knees over to the front. Haha! There we go. Extra cleaning liquid in stock. Now what do I do? Oh. Open the tablet to continue. Oh, it shows me my progress? That's neat. I love the just floating with nothing beneath me. Van looks fantastic. Told you you'd be flying under the grime. I pinged you the $100 left over from what you gave me, so that should help get you off the ground. Also, just met my new neighbor over the fence, grumbling about his dirty backyard, and told him to give you a shout. Looks like you got your first customer. Clean the back garden. Oh boy. I hope you like a challenge, because I'm pretty sure I've got the dirtiest backyard you've ever seen. Buddy, I doubt it. I really doubt it. That's not me bragging, by the way. I had nothing to do with it. Maybe I should have put that in the last paragraph. What a horrible place to put a line break. I just moved back to town for a bit to help my folks, who are both down to their last knee, and rented what I thought was a great little place. Should have questioned why there weren't any garden picks. They must have bred rhinos here or something? That's so specific. Anyway, my girls are itching to get out there, and I don't want them still itching when they get back inside. Okay. E is equip if we need to equip things. Refill cleaning liquid. Cool. Is my name Dr. Powerwash? Is that really it? Oh yeah, and it shows the exact things that are being cleaned. I wish I could turn that off when they're talking to me. That's so weird. Like, do you talk to, like, people you hire to come do things for your house? I guess some people do. Personally, I wouldn't. Because I'm like, hey man, I know you're just here to do, like, the thing I asked you to do and I'm paying you to do. Maybe you don't want to have, like, a conversation with a client. Totally respectable. Oof. Is there a setting for it? I don't know. As long as I don't look at it and, like, attempt to read it, I'll be fine. But I just know that if, like, I can continue to read them, I'll keep losing my train of thought. And I'll be talking about something new, and then I'll forget what it is. And I'm gonna get irritated. This is very weirdly reminding me of the stepping stone I think I either saw or went to or was, like, in kindergarten back in the day. That is just quite a way to say back in the day, isn't it? Oh man. Anyway, why? What? Oh, what the? What have people done? I mean, I guess they just must have not, like, they've just let it, like, build up the grime over what seems to be an exorbitantly long time. Because I think this is all yeah, that's all, that's not turf, that's, like, not terracotta, some kind of stone, something. You get it. Anyway. I'll complete these first, I suppose. But yeah, when I was building my stream schedule earlier this week, I was like, I want to do something not super lazy or like just pulled out of the bag for Sunday as like a lead up to Wednesday, because you know Wednesday do be the birthday stream and whatnot. Sorry if you're getting tired of me repeating that. I'm just a little excited, I guess. But I was like, I feel like I'm going to be excessively tired on Friday. I'm gonna do something that's just like, probably doesn't require a lot of mental thought. And oh my god, I was right. Thank you, past me, for understanding that I was gonna be really tired this week. It bothers me that they've taken such good care of their grass, but nothing else. Yeah, look at that grass. Look at that. Woo! It makes a different sound. Woo! It's just like real life. It makes different noises when you spray it on different textures. Go. Okay, all the rocks are done. Birthday stream. Yeah, I know that, like, in the big grand scheme of things, it's not the most important thing in the world to, like, anybody who isn't me. And that's fine. But I don't have work that day. I'm gonna be, like, dicking around and watching funny videos and stuff, I'll have like a better preview of what is going to be happening on Sunday, I think. Because I'm like, I'm mostly done with a lot of stuff. Anyway, I gotta change topic really quick. Is this a doghouse? How? First off, is it boarded up? Because it does. Does it have a door? I guess that's cool. I've never seen a doghouse with a... It's got a door! That's fancy. Anyway, I have never seen a doghouse get this dirty before. Man, video games sure have come a long ways making different noises. It screams when you spray it at people, who would have thought? I feel like if I had grown up with one of these, it would have been something where, like, my big broski attempted to spray me with it at least once in our lives. Just to give me a good scare. Because he's just that type of older brother. Wait, no, that's not the right button. There we go. Yeah, poor dog having to live in this grime. Or maybe it's just like... I have to, like, was someone living here before the guy moved in? And like... Oh, I missed an entire ass wall. That would explain it. If they were living in the house, did they just literally never come out back? Did they just never enter the backyard? For like multiple years? Because that's the only way if they were just like, no man, we have cats or something like that. And they were like, we're just never gonna use the backyard ever, even though it's got a fire pit. Do you know how much money a fire pit costs in the year of our Lord 2022? Exorbitant amounts of money. Hell, you have to be rich just to buy a goddamn house. What the fuck is that? It's a cat! Bye, kitty! What is this? Oh. I think it's metal. Let me... Oh, what does this one do? Oh, this is the extra wide. Not as pressurized, but covers a wider area. Ooh, okay. He did go when it's something full of life consequences. He goed and goed until he finally went. That's the quote. No, I'm not trying to press control. Give it a good, like, pre-wash. Give it a good old scrub a dub 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 a dub. Ah! Shed decoration cleaned. Excellent. I'm spraying the sun and it can't stop me. I don't think I have a limited amount of... Because a lot of the times, don't you just use water with one of these? Because the one time I used one, I think I used water. I could be wrong. Yeah, imagine if those people lived here and they never used their backyard and they have a damn shed. A shed. They're sitting on money. Do they not understand the current state of the housing market? Like, they're sitting on money. Like, they could rent the shed. Like, no, that's a joke. That's not serious. That's not serious. also... What the... Yeah, oh, switch nozzle? Oh, it wants something more targeted for those. Oh, this is just... You can pull up this menu instead of just rotating. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. And you need this one, because that is some gunk on shit. Hot diggity. I wonder if the... Will this take care of it? Yeah, well, okay. I'll use this one. Yeah, I can understand needing cleaning liquid sometimes for, like, certain things. Maybe if it's, like, a certain type of metal that you can't get, like, really clean with water or something like that. But for, like, a van and stepping stones and a wooden fence, I would guess water first. I know I can press space to jump game. It is the most basic game control of all. Maybe not ever, but it's up there. Okay. This is fun and relaxing. I get why people play this. I mean, it's not like I have never played a sim game before. Just never played this sim game before. Nothing says more than how much you're getting paid to clean all of this. A whole $450. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. If you're like living in the suburbs, you have a higher chance of just owning one of these guys. I don't know how expensive one is, but I can't imagine they're more expensive than like a rotor. Oh, you can just right click and it auto goes? Oh, that's so good! It's so good it made my voice crack. Oh, that's handy. Oh, and shift shows you stuff you still need to clean. Oh, okay. I read the directions, but I was like, I'm not gonna get all of them till I've looked at that screen like 5 times. But no, just pressing the buttons is also an option. The real question is how the heck am I gonna get on top of the dang thing? Get all up in the corners. This is so satisfying. I kind of hate it. Parkour in a power washing game? That would be something else. Like, it's like... it's like Mirror's Edge, right? Where you're doing like all the crazy parkour through like the city and stuff, but instead of like getting away from enemies and stuff, you have to like power wash specific parts of buildings. So you're like doing parkour and then you whip out your power wash nozzle and just whoosh, like some grimy ass building, and then like someone just pokes their head out the window and waves as you continue parkouring off into the night or day, I guess, because from what I did, I didn't finish Mirror's Edge, but I played some of it, and from what I remember, it was all daytime. Did I take your joke? Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry, but that's also really funny. I saw that Red Letter Media released a new Best of the Worst. I haven't watched it yet, but I looked at it and it looked like they're gonna talk about Nuki, which is great. Because, like, I don't get the joke about why they have so many videotapes of Nuki, and I've been trying to figure it out. And I've like Googled stuff and people are like, it's just because people send them in all the time. And I'm like, I feel like there's got to be something more to it than just people send us a lot of this one videotape so we have it a bunch and it's like a meme. But I don't know. So that's probably what I'm gonna do when I'm done streaming, is go watch that and figure out what the fuck it's about. It doesn't look like a typical Best of the Worst either. I think it looked like a lot shorter than a Best of the Worst episode. And I think they just finished Half in the Bag. Like, the series as a whole. I haven't watched the latest episode they published, but it really came across as though it was like the last one ever. So what I've been doing is, I don't mean to press shift, I'm serious! Or tab, I guess, is what I'm actually pressing when that happens. Anyway, I've been going through and just marathoning the parts of Half in the Bag that don't involve the movie plot, which, thanks to the magic of YouTube, is very possible. And I have enjoyed all of their shenanigans. It will be very sad if it does come to an end, even though I wasn't here to be in with the times as they occurred, as it were. Let's see. Cool. Okay, there's, looks like there's kind of like some gunk maybe like around these, which I guess makes sense because it's metal. Oh hey, hey, here's this huge fucking spot. Oh, that's fun. Oh man, now I gotta get the roof clean. How am I? Aha! Did it! Walk like, when I'm on the roof, the way the walking feels like is if you've ever, no-clipped in, like, a Source game, like Half-Life 2 or Portal or whatever, and you've just tried to walk on the ground while no-clipping. You know, you just, it feels like you're walking in mud a little bit when you try to do that. That's my best comparison. That's kind of what walking on this roof is like a little bit. The video game equivalent of walking in mud. But it's just game physics, it's not actually mud. It happens. I think this is shedded. Perfect. Alright, I think that's the whole shed. Oop. Looks nice and clean. So now let's go to this. Oh my god! Y'all need to buy new cushions. I wonder if you can just jump over the edges and escape. I'm not gonna try that now, but I'm definitely gonna do that at a later point. Buy new cushions. Don't just power wash them. If they're like 30-year-old cushions that have been left outside for a decade, just buy new cushions. The rest of it, absolutely, you can power wash and salvage. So buy new cushions. Nothing is gonna save that couch, right? Unless it's like a hard, cause like if it's, oh no, maybe it's that hard wicker, like a wicker chair or something. In which case is a little different. It's got the type of like texture to it that where I could see it being like a wicker chair. But it's just a couch shape for some reason. I don't know, I'm not a furniture designer. I think it'd be neat. Maybe I should design some furniture. I feel like whenever I think of like furniture design though, it's either like IKEA catalog or crazy stuff that like sells for thousands and like is not something like your average customer would ever buy. I feel like there's no in between. At least that's how it's portrayed. Okay, okay. Oh man. I also have to finish my New Year's resolutions. Crap, I kept telling myself for like multiple days in a row, hey, doofus, you need to do your New Year's resolutions. You need to be on top of that. And I freaking forgot. I have 1 day left. No, I know I can work on them in January, but it's just like I've been telling myself to do it for like 2 weeks now. And I just still, and I haven't because I have been very tired from day job. But now that I've got like some semblance of a break, I can definitely set aside time to do that now, which is great because resolutions are also something. IKEA are unnecessarily expensive. There is no in between. Right? 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 That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm sure there is like, I'm sure there are like independent stores, and I think there are like brands that like what is it, like Lazy Boy Furniture? Like there are companies like that exist. So like I'm sure there is an in between, but I feel like most of the general public doesn't see it. However, I didn't know what an IKEA was until I was in college. So, when I was a kid, it was Walmart furniture or furniture or the crazy expensive stuff, no in between. The only thing I want is to not wake up at 4, so I shall continue to try, even though every time I get close, I end up completely re-screwing up my sleep schedule. That sounds like college days, Mallory. Now that I've got a 9 to 5, that keeps your sleep schedule in check more than anything. Is having a job with a consistent schedule. Having a job with an inconsistent schedule was very rough on me. Back when I did have one of those. I'm going to take a like 2 to 3 minute break. I gotta go refill my water and stretch my legs and stuff. And I'm gonna run an ad to please the Twitch overlords. You know how it is if you do this, and if you don't, you probably know how it is because you watch other people stream, right? Of course, right. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I'm my brain is just a pile of goo. I told a coworker that right before I left today. I was like, I can't do anything else today. My brain is a pile of goo. If I try to think, it just goes, Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it took me longer than I thought it would because I was like, yeah, I've definitely got time to shove a mouthful of runts in my mouth. And I didn't realize it would take me that long to eat a mouthful of runts. But here we are. I needed the tiny sugar boost. Not really, I just was like, damn, that sounds really good right now. I was like, I just want some, and I've got the time. Ah! Please, controller. Oh, so. very, very basic default outfit. Cool. I guess you can get other ones, maybe. Go to the side. Thank you. Cool. That's one side. So quiet, and it's no one's fault but my own because I am the only person here capable of speaking. I'm just like slightly like just what is aim mode? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It like knew when I was like it knew I was like, dang, I keep jerking my mouse around because I just can't control it. That happens sometimes. And it was like, yo, let me help you out with that. Hell yeah. Oh, and you can just press it to exit in and out. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Unfortunately, you can only change the color, no fancy outfits. Aimbotting! I watched a Sunny V2 video lately about people, it was like people who like, ah! Why? What did I do to you? What did I ever do to you? It wasn't very nice. Thank you for the head pats. Observe mean. But people who were like caught cheating, and these people were just, they were like aimbotting while live streaming, essentially. Like that's a one-way ticket to get yourself in trouble, I think. I don't play FPS games. The closest that comes to an FPS game for me is either something like this or something like Doom. Doom is probably a little closer to like what most people consider a regular FPS. I would think anyway. I don't know. I'm not good at all the lingo of genres and shit. But I know what aimbotting is. No, the hoodie doesn't work! No! I'll refund your points after the stream, Prowler. So don't worry, they won't go away. I bet I forgot to check that one. Recently, I changed my setup a little bit on the back end, and it ended up where a bunch of my stuff wasn't working and I had to go and just reset it all. And I think I may just have to reset that one as well. And I didn't think about it. Yeah, I'll get you your points back after the stream. I always do points after the stream I go through, and like, if a redeem doesn't work, I'll go back and refund them. Like Tuttle, I did that with the head pat you did on Wednesday when that didn't work. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. Gotta get that fixed. Just another thing to add onto my endlessly growing to-do list of things to do for the stream. It never ends. Like that one song from Land Shop. Oh, you can! Bobsy! Holy sh... I'm sorry. I forget that that's a thing. You just did anyway, thank you. Bro, I'm sorry, I forget. I've never... Look, my experience with doing any moderation, anything on Twitch is when I started doing my stream. One of the things I have on my to-do list is like to really spend a lot more time looking at that stuff. And that's definitely gonna be on the docket before Wednesday, just in case. Make sure, like, protected from, like, bots and stuff. Ah! It's so hard to get some of these spots! Learning the mod interface can take some time, I'm sure. Learning any kind of, like, UI software takes time. But I'm good at cram sessions. I'm sure now until Wednesday is more than enough time to learn enough of it, if not all of it. Did that sound cocky? I see you, Spot. What's up? Do you do bikes? I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I don't care about you and your ex-girlfriend's stories, buddy. I'm here to be doing my job, not hear about your romantic stories. I'm not paying enough attention to it to get the grasp of what he's actually trying to communicate. I just know he's talking about his ex-girlfriend. Let's see. There's a spot there. 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 I still just find random features sometimes. That's how I feel using Procreate, which is the app I use to draw. I've been using it since 2018? And I'm still finding new things to do in it, like, now. Any software that has a lot of features, it's just like, you like, open up a present, and it's like one of those presents that, like, oh, joke's on you, there's like 50 layers of gift wrap and like 4 boxes inside of each other, Matryoshka doll type of situation, yada yada. But like every layer gives you a little bit more, so by the end you've got like the full completed thing. That's way better than like what they usually do with that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I will start you later. No! It's too far away! Ah, damn. Really concentrate on this roof. You know what? If it works, it works, baby! Alright, I think that thing is all the way done. Let us spray this child's toy. Wipe our seat clean. Let's see, there's some right there. Right there. There we go. The toy car is done. Not the button I meant to press. But that's how it always goes, isn't it? Look, I was saying stuff about the shed, right? This is a grill! We use this to make food! Why were people living in this house with this backyard? What? Was there Bro, I don't know. This is such a weird situation that raises way more questions than it probably ever should. No, wrong thing. Don't do that. There we go. Now that is some power washing. I'm decimating these bricks. These bricks wish they had the power to stop me. Man. All they needed in Lego Island to stop the brickster was a freaking pressure washer. That would have solved all their problems instantly. Oh, maybe that's a game I should play on stream one day. Oh my god, why did I not think of that until now? Why? That's such a good idea, me. God, that's such a good reason to revisit that game. It's been so long. Oh man, I loved the original Lego Island. I never played the sequels. And I think that might maybe have been a good thing. I heard 2 might have been okay, but I think 3 was the really, really bad one. No, or maybe it's 2 that was the bad one. Anyway, I only played the first one, so it doesn't matter. I loved Lego Island as a child. That game was the bomb. And like, I never even had Legos as a kid. Lego Island Prowler. Okay. Some dirty backyard versus a sheep with a power washer. Who will win? It's obvious. It's me! If only I could paint the power washer itself to be pink, that'd be great. But yeah, loved Lego Island as a small child. That game was so good. And like, I didn't have access to Legos as a kid because, you know, Legos have always been like on the pricier side of kids' toys. So my parents were like, "No, those are too expensive," which I get. So Lego Island was like the substitute for me, right? Like they were like, Legos are too expensive, so here's a Lego video game. You like video games? And it worked. Now as an adult, I guess I could buy Legos if I wanted to. I just have yet to see any that make me go, ooh, I'd buy that. Congrats on redeeming first. An hour and 13 minutes into the stream, Bubsy. Legos have no right being not expensive. If I remember correctly, and I could be very wrong, but if I remember right, it has to do with a combination of paying their employees the correct way, producing in a way that is not as bad to the environment as other production methods of, I think, plastic. He was first. Give him credit. I just did! Did you not hear me? I think he was the first person to follow me, too. Because I was looking at that. I had to pull up my followers list for some reason. And I think Bubsy was the very first person to follow me. Which I guess makes sense. He does live in my backyard. Or not, he doesn't live in my backyard. He lives in the forest behind the backyard. Completely different thing. I heard sarcasm! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. No, no, no. No, no. This is a tricky angle. Oh, right. Wrong one. Oh, there we go. There. If I could get you to point. Angle. Need. But here we go. Stop crouching. Oh, that's why you couldn't stop. That makes more sense. Ooh, yeah, this is the most difficult so far. This part right here. You thought you left in the trash can like Oscar the Grouch. Look, you live somewhere in the physical space that isn't my house, but is like in the same area. But if I ever catch you sleeping in the trash cans, I will fight you. We will engage in some sort of battle. It could be fisticuffs, it could be magic cards. I don't know. But it'll happen if you do that. This is your only warning. Oscar the Grouch is Mama Sheep's favorite Sesame Street character. Which is kind of funny. Because, like, out of all of these Sesame Street characters to be like, oh, this one's my favorite, Oscar the Grouch is probably the most interesting choice? Like, what does it say about a person that their favorite Sesame Street Muppet is Oscar the Grouch? I don't know. It means she loves trash. I mean, I'm going to make a joke that is somewhat self-deprecating as a heads up. She does love me, but don't. Oh, the volume's really low on that one. Damn. I'll have to fix it or maybe get a different audio file of that one. That one was barely audible to me, which means I don't even know if you guys heard it at all. Ah, yes. Clean as a whistle, figuratively. Opens can of canned laughter. No, the sound I played was from SpongeBob where he goes, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks!" But it was so quiet, I had to, like, strain to hear it. It's never a good sign. So. Like everything else, pretty much, my soundboard is definitely a work in progress. As if a bunch of stuff on the stream isn't. Okay, I think that's done. The whole kit and caboodle. Oh, okay, okay. Nice. I didn't even realize that was a thing. But it looks like there is power washer skin, so you might be able to make it pink. Ooh. Good to know. I'm sure you can at least change it, like, to a couple different, like, standard colors. It's always the question of what the colors are gonna be. However, I'm also the type of person who will spend an obscene amount of time in the character customization screen of a game where character customization is not the goal. There we go. Let me see. Goodness sake. Well, let me get that flower bed edge really quick. They're so fancy, they have the freaking mulch stuff in their backyard. There we go. Great, and then we'll get the last flower bed edge. I think this is the last one? I hope you guys are enjoying this more laid back type of thing. I'm kind of working out. I'm trying to not just plan out my, like, week of stuff on Monday, which is what I've been doing. Ha 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 ha. I'm trying to get better about planning some stuff out in advance. Excuse me one moment. Pretend I redeemed a hydrate time for myself. You don't have to waste your points on that. I'm doing it anyway. I have infinity points. It's just now I must do double hydrate time. It's fine. You know what? 99% of the time there's not a problem with too much hydration. There is like that 1%, but that's not me. And like we're not in that situation, so we're good. Also, birdhouse. I wonder if you clean it, birds will show up. I doubt it. I doubt it's like magically like, oh, it's clean, bird. If it did do that, though, that would be kind of funny. The 1% is called waterboarding. This is a waterboarding free stream. That is not something anyone ever has to worry about. Alright, the stand is good. We gotta finish off the house itself. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so we've got all of those. So now let's do this huge fire pit. Huge! That's what this is, right? This looks like a 2-tier fire pit. Am I crazy? Just do a general wash off it first. And then we can go back with the more pressurized equipment in a little bit. But for now, just give it a good wash down here. But I'm trying to plan out some stuff for the future, and I'm also trying to plan out a couple more like long game first playthroughs. Like spoiler alert for those currently in here. I definitely want to play Yakuza Kiwami on stream in the future. My biggest problem is that I never know when it's gonna end with those guys, and so scheduling the next thing becomes a bit of a pain. So I'm trying to figure out like a good pace of like when to schedule what. I'll get there eventually. I'm not there yet, but I will get there. Alright, now let's go back with something a little more fine. There's probably grime in the cracks with these guys. I'll do it like this. For now. Oh, right, A mode. That's the thing. It's so sensitive with this, though. Also, can we talk about how the backyard's only 32% clean? And, like, I have already done all of this stuff. That's nuts. Actually, when you drink too much water, your kidneys can't get rid of it and you lose most of this. You and I are thinking of the exact same thing, Tuttle, and it's a little... You and I are thinking of the exact same thing. We got her, fellas. What did you get me? Oh, into Yakuza! There's no we, it's just you! You did that by yourself! Like, single-handedly! Maybe one day in the future, like in the future, I'll play a Persona game. Maybe. Now I'm too invested in this one series to potentially think about another one with all the big explory games with all the characters and side quests and stuff. I try to keep those to one at a time. Otherwise I just get a little overwhelmed. And my guess is that Kiwami's probably not nearly as, like, expansive or wacky as Zero was, just because it's a remake of the first Yakuza, which was made a while ago, if I got it right. Yeah. And cleaning a latticework fence with the pressure washer is not the most fun thing in the world. A little difficult. yeah, some neat stuff was probably definitely added, but like compared to like games made later, it's probably not as long. I think that's what I was trying to say. It's probably just shorter. I feel like we didn't have like a super long adventure game that was like really like noticeable until I think Shenmue came along. And if I remember right, the first Shenmue came out in '97. But they added the Majima Everywhere system? Oh no! I can't wait! Even though I don't like his outfit from after Zero into the rest of the games, he is still my favorite. Majima Everywhere? Oh yeah. Definitely gonna have that on the docket at some point. There's some stuff that there's some small variety games that I've been scheduled to play that I haven't done yet. Trying to remember if there are any big games besides Kiwami that I've like already, because I know one that I had scheduled a while ago was Pokemon, and I played some of that on stream, but I can't help myself. I just kept playing it and beat it off stream because it's Pokemon. I can't stop myself. I guess I could do Sonic Frontiers since I still haven't played that yet. Is that a big game? Like, big as in like notable? I don't know. I don't keep track of like what the big game releases are. Like, the only reason I watched the Game Awards this year was because if you watched it through Steam, you could potentially win a Steam Deck. I did not win a Steam Deck. And also I voted for Cult of the Lamb because that game deserves its awards. That game is so much fun. I got it for my big broski for Christmas. I don't know if he's even tried it yet, but I hope he will tell me his opinion on it when he does. Okay, there's that one there. It feels decently big. That's cool. Like, if I just want a game that takes a long time, I mean, like, I could just do the first Sonic Adventure, you know? That game could theoretically take you forever if you're bad at it. Or if you're just unlucky in the Big the Cat section. But, I understand that as someone who's probably gonna be billing themselves as a variety streamer. Because, I mean, I don't want to be known as someone who's, like, primarily streaming one game, because, like, that's just kind of boring to me. And, like, all of my, like, inspirations in streaming are also variety streamers, like Vinny and Joel and them. But at the same time, it's, like, finding, like, your personal identity while doing variety games is a little rough. I don't know. It's a bunch... Being a Twitch streamer is a bunch of nonsense that you really don't have to think about until, like, you have to think about it. That doesn't make any sense, I don't think. You know what, that's fine. But there's, like... I'm having to go through and do all the... Do you see this grime in the divots? Ah! Damn you, grime in the divots. I hate you. Maybe it'll work better if I go over to the other side. I've got to... Oh! Yeah, maybe it'll work. Because you can see where, like, the spray's kind of gotten onto the back. The only thing I'm really looking into is Starfield because I want another Bethesda game. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 will come out at some point. That'll be a good one. Well, I can play Breath of the Wild on stream. It's been long enough to where I remember the story, but I don't quite remember, like, any of the bits and bobs of the game. And like, I wouldn't be able to just like breeze my way through it from memory. That could be an option. I did put quite a bit of hours into that game. Another one I'm really like on the fence about, fence, is Terraria. Because, I really, really, really like that game, right? I think that's the game that has the highest number of hours on Steam for me. And I am not going to divulge what that number is, so please don't ask. But part of it is, like, I don't think the way I play it would be very interesting, because I tend to play Journeyman and just, like, explore and build and, like, just kind of go through stuff, not at the pace like you would if you were playing, like, Classic mode. And I know that I could probably end up getting carried away and spending way too much time playing it. Is it 4 digits? No. I don't think anything on Steam has hit 4 digits. I don't think anything on Switch has either. I'm sure there's like, that's probably the game I've played the most. I really have to think about that. Oh, great. I've spent more time playing Animal Crossing New Horizons than I have playing Terraria. But that makes sense, right? Yeah, I think out of all the games off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure New Horizons is the one with the most playtime. But that makes sense. That makes sense. It's Animal Crossing. And like, they kept making updates, and I got the DLC when it came out, and that added a ton of extra hours for me. Especially when I found out that DLC meant Reese and Cyrus were back, I was like, oh boy, it's game over. And that got a lot of time out of me. That was a worthwhile investment. Love me some Animal Crossing. Woo! There we go! Yeah, Animal Crossing is one, Terraria is one. Between all 3 Splatoons, I probably have an obscene amount of hours, but you just have to look between all 3 games. I probably have a ton of hours in Alpha Sapphire. That I spent so much time in Alpha Sapphire. Sword and Shield, I think I got up to like 200 hours in Sword and Shield. I don't know if that's impressive or just pathetic or what. I spend a lot of time shiny hunting though. I haven't really started a lot of shiny hunting yet in Violet. I should start soon. My shiny luck has just been weird. I don't even have the shiny charm yet because I still haven't found anybody who can help me get Palafin or touch trade Koraidon or anything like that. But I've already found 2 shinies, and my profile says I've battled 3, so I accidentally killed one without realizing, and that makes me sad. And it makes me big sad. It makes me so big sad. Ah! Apart from that, my shiny luck has been impeccable. It's also been kind of weird, right? Because the last shiny, I need to talk with my hands for a second. The last shiny I got in Sword and Shield was done through Masada breeding, and it took me 4 eggs. Just 4. I was like, oh, this is the best luck. And it was a shiny Goomy, because I wanted a shiny Sliggoo and not Goodra, because I don't like Goodra. And I was like, wow, that's great. And then the first shiny in Violet, very first shiny in Violet, Goomy, just on the side of the road. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. This is the best luck I have ever had playing Pokemon. Ever. So now I got 2 shiny Slickies! Whenever home becomes a thing, I can have 2 of them at the same time! And they're both named Sliggy, and they're both... Well, one of them's not level 100 yet, but she will be! And then the other one I found was a Psyduck. Maybe one was a trainer. I don't even know if shiny spawns happen for trainer Pokemon. Or if they're like, I don't know. The other one I got was a Psyduck. Shiny Psyduck's pretty good, I think. It's never gonna get evolved because shiny Golduck is kind of meh. It's not the worst shiny of all time. It's just not great. I'm trying to think of what the worst shinies are. Charmander is one of them. I know a lot of people will usually say Pikachu, but no, there are way worse shinies than Pikachu. You'd probably lose, but it would be funny. Yeah, you're probably right. Anyway. And then I had some shiny like in Legends Arceus too. I got what was it? Shiny Rowlet. That was weirdly good luck to get one of the starters. But I guess after you've beaten the game, your odds of the luck kind of drop down to like every other Pokemon. It's just like, instead of fighting them out in the wild, which you could in Legends Arceus, which I appreciated because, you know, there was no trade functionality in that game, so everything had to be catered to a single player experience, which was great for me because that's my least favorite thing about the entire Pokemon franchise. the emphasis on trading, like, no, I don't have friends to trade with. Leave me alone. Let me play it by myself. And Legends Arceus is a great option for that. You didn't have to trade to evolve Haunter or anything. I loved that. Loved that a lot. Yeah, but I got a shiny Rowlet, and I want to say I got another one, but I can't remember what Pokemon it was. But now I've got like a whole bunch of Pokemon I'd like to try and shiny hunt for. And I am one of those people who will take the time to shiny hunt. Well, with the sandwiches now, it doesn't, and like, if the way you can like wrap up all of the ways of increasing your odds, it seems like it's a little easier to do it than ever. Because, I mean, I remember, oh, wrong button. I remember shiny hunting in Pokemon Black. Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I had boxes overflowing with Larvesta. I mean, just like completely just swarmed full of Larvesta. Oh, dark times. Pokemon games should just have some sort of daily trade center. A list of 5 to 10 random Pokemon that you can just do offline. I mean, that's... Sometimes... In some games, they've had, like, the, like, NPC trades and stuff, and those are always nice. But, like, the whole concept of a lot of the games was you can't complete the Pokedex without trading. Because it's not just the legendaries, you know, historically it's been like the fossil Pokemon and the starters and like other version exclusives, you know? There have been version exclusives forever. So, Legends Arceus was a very nice relief from that. I do... Like pretty much the rest of the internet, I really hope they make another Legends game. It'd be nice. I would think Mew might be the best option for a Legends game to focus on, because they've already done Arceus. And if we're looking at the 4 first Pokemon, Mew would be the logical choice then, right? Right? Because it's the two first Pokemon that are legendary. Go. Oh, this is satisfying. Oh my god. No wonder people were talking such good shit about this game. Oh my god. Okay, it's the sound of crunch walking through gravel with both the power washer on and the sound. I was like, am I walking through water? Is that like splashing noises? No, it's not. I'm just crazy. That's funny. How was your day, chat? I don't know if I've asked that yet. If I did, it was well over an hour ago, so I feel like it's probably safe to ask again. How was your day? My day was a day. I watched Mario DeCinco's 1-year anniversary stream, which is cute. She did a like little react to her debuts thing and went through like a bunch of like yearly things. It was precious. Apart from that, I worked. Whatever. That's nothing to report. Okay. But I'm just glad it's the weekend and I don't have to think about work for a couple days. And it's a holiday weekend again, which is fine, I suppose. New Year's is not, I don't care for a lot of the winter holidays, but New Year's is fine. New Year's, I think, is like one of those holidays that like is more fun when you have like people to hang out with on the holiday, you know? And I will be probably at home. Oh, I'll be streaming New Year's Day, but like New Year's Eve, like, I'm not staying up till midnight. I'm gonna just go to bed whenever I'm tired. It's not something I'm too concerned about. Let's see. Yep. New Year's for me is just a day. Yeah. For me, it's just like, ah, crap, my birthday's in a few days. Yes, it is. It's a couple days after New Year's. I'm also thinking about maybe starting Friday streams a little bit earlier. Because I feel like I've got the energy to go longer on a Friday stream than I would on a Wednesday stream, and I don't have to be as strict about, like, my schedule on a Friday as I do on a Wednesday since I don't have work in the morning. Which means I've got, like, a little bit, like, more energy to, like, go on with stream stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to, like, stream too late in the evening if I can afford not to. Like, I'd prefer not to stream, like, past 9 o'clock if I can help it. No reason why, other than it's just a personal preference. But, like, maybe starting at, like, 5:30. Maybe I'll, like, slowly start incrementing on, like, start on 5:30 on Fridays and see how that goes. I don't know. It all depends. Insert Bob Dylan's The Times They Are Changing here. But not literally, because I value my Twitch account and don't want to get DMCA'd. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're at 56%. We are making progress. That is good. That is good. Also, I'm sorry if you're like... I feel like I've heard this like more than once. You probably have. It's just... as you all probably know, the Stas Gavrik does the background music that I play on stream. It's all Toho remixes. And he has some really good videos that are like, just like 1 to 2 hour medleys, and they're usually like seasonal themed. And this is a really good winter themed one, so I've been playing it a little bit on stream more often than I usually play like a single set of songs, so it's nice. I don't know. That was one thing, like when I was first setting up my stream, I was really struggling with was background music, but I feel like I'm at a pretty good point with like the music I'm using. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I have it a little low. I turned down like all of the computer noises a little bit. Audio, man, it's rough. Like, I've been experimenting with like different places to put my microphone in order to reduce like peaking. I have been like, I have like 2 cover guards on top of it. It's a whole thing. That was one of the things, like, going into this, I was like, this is what I have the absolute least experience with. That is what is gonna be the most scuffed. It's the audio stuff. And so far, I'm proving myself correct. Good job, me? I guess? I don't know. Yeah, when I have it on for a long time and it gets really quiet, they do blend together. Oh, yes. This is so good! Is this the Dirt Finder General? As there is an alleged dirt problem from the park warden. Harper needs to stop going to the auctions. He's gonna burn through all his money. That is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen anyone say, ever in my life. Ever. Unfortunately, it sold for a crazy amount that the dream lives on. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know what to tell you, you weirdo. You won't stop messaging me? Oh no, it's a pond! Okay. Okay. That was a fire pit. Dude. Okay. Since he started talking about shinies, I've been looking through the list because it occurred to me that I've never gone and looked at all the shinies. And I knew some shinies were trash, but man, some of these are just sad. Yeah, okay, so I know why. So gens 1 to 5, these shinies were just automatically generated because the reason we have shinies in the first place is due to an error in, I think it's, I don't know if it was red and green or when they did red and blue. Where like one in every certain Pokemon had like changes to their hexadecimal color. Which is why a lot of the early ones, they aren't significant changes because most times when you change one number on a hexadecimal, it doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, and I wonder about them redoing it and like why they didn't redo some of them. Because the one that makes me squint my eyes and go, on that particular subject, on if they've redone any, is Charizard. Because if you look at Charizard and Charmeleon shinies, they're garbage. And then you get the shiny Charizard, which you know is like black. And you're like, there's no way that wasn't intentional, compared to like all the other Gen 1s. But Gen 6 is when they started actually choosing what the shinies look like. Which is why Sylveon's is probably one of the best ones, in my opinion. There we go. But I still would like a shiny Volcarona. I think that's the one I'm gonna work on in Violet. Yeah, get that angle, baby! Let's go! Nice. Nice. Honestly, I think every Toho character should have a shiny. That would be good. That'd be fun. What's my favorite shiny? Sylveon's up there. Man, I'd have to look. Because I don't... obviously, Sliggoo and Numi. They, instead of purple, they're like a yellowy pink color and the green eyes turn purple. It's very cute. Big fan of that. I'm thinking of what my favorite Pokemon are and when they're shiny. Frostlass is okay because the Obi changes colors, but everything else stays the same. Miss Magius is green, which is fine. It's different. It's, you know, it's completely different from regular Misdreavus. I mean, Raimu has a shiny. There is a blue Raimu. It exists. 10 years ago, the fandom name was Maymu. I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. That's one thing about choosing to not be heavily involved in fandom and just be a casual fan of your series, is that you'll like kind of pick up on some fandom stuff, but when it changes, you just have no idea, and you just look like you look like the Christopher Walken "Hello Fellow Kids" gif. You know what I mean? I've definitely felt like that before. Straight lines. Actually, I should probably switch to a bigger one to start. Yeah, that was a good idea. Oh, we're at 70%. That's great. Why does a Alolan Doug trio look like that? Cause he's... Okay, I like Alolan Doug trio. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Alolan Doug trio. I don't think the shiny was very good, but just changing Doug trio to Alolan Doug trio, big fan. Big fan of that one. I thought that was a hilarious change. Like my favorite Pokemon like additions are when they do stuff like that. Like, I will stand by the opinion till I die that they never needed a Dunsparce evolution to begin with. And the only reason they even gave Dunsparce an evolution was because they knew that the only way to make Dunsparce better was to make it the Dunsparce. Like, I'm sorry, that's the best Pokemon evolution I think they've ever. Perfection. Cannot get better than the Dunsparce for a Pokemon evolution. You can't. It's so good. They found wigs. They did. Well, the hair is supposed to be made of steel, and that's why it's ground steel type. I know quite a few Pokemon facts just off the top of my head. Not all, not enough of them to be too annoying, I hope. Man, I can't help it. One of my bad habits is that I'm very much a, like, random fact pull out of my ass person. And that's like a way that I try to have conversations with people. And that's not usually something people want. Which makes sense. But like, I can't help it. Random trivia is always fun. I'm so full of... Like, Mom and Papa Sheep call me the trivia master sometimes. Because like... we contrary to popular belief, farms can't have television. We did have a TV, and I'd watch Jeopardy with Mom and Papa Sheep pretty often, and like it was always fun to like try and guess the answers, and I tend to know a lot of them, I guess. Not something you can make a career out of, but fun. Yeah. Although I'm like Frylock in that one episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know anything about sports. The underside's done. Let me step on a chair before I clean that. I've got like a bunch of plans for the future. I need to figure out when my 6-month anniversary is. I'd like to do like, not a huge celebration, because it's a 6-month anniversary, but like something that is a little above a usual stream. I just have to figure out when that actually is, because I don't know off the top of my head. looks like you're almost done. Yeah, 80% of the way there. Galarian, Ponyta, and Rapidash? Yeah, they do look like My Little Pony ponies, don't they? Oh man. So if you're not like big on like Sword and Shield, which is valid and understandable, Pokemon pulled like a real blunder with their marketing on Sword and Shield. I think it was a blunder in their marketing. I'm not a professional. I don't know anything about that stuff. This is just my opinion as one person. But they did this like 24-hour quote-unquote live stream, right? Where it was like supposed to be one of the forest areas that you go to in Sword and Shield, but a camera feed was put there for 24 hours to try and capture Pokemon. And that was the way they revealed Galarian Ponyta. But they only had like 30 seconds of Ponyta in that whole 24-hour stream. So people got really upset about it because people like stayed up the whole time to watch the whole thing. I remember tuning in and out of it quite a bit. That was a whole debacle. They did some weird stuff with Scarlet and Violet marketing, but not nearly as the extent that they did with Sword and Shield. Like how they revealed Wiglet was kind of cute. It was like you went to a special website and it was like, oh, you're like doing a video conference with Pokemon professors from around the world, and they had like one Pokemon professor was speaking English, one was speaking Spanish, one was speaking Japanese. I think one was speaking Portuguese, which makes sense, Brazil. And they were all like marveling over Wiglet, which, to be fair, Wiglet is a pretty good Pokemon. The thing they did this time with like the reimagining of the Gen 1s, they're not regional variants, they're completely different Pokemon. They just kind of have the same body shape type of thing. I like that. They should have done that ages ago. They should have done regional variants way before Sun and Moon. I get that. I guess they may just never have thought of it, but man, they really should have done it way back in the day. We'd have so much more like Pokemon variety. It would also be a bitch to keep up with too, I get that. Hell, we're at 1,000 Pokemon now. It's a couple over 1,000. It's like 1,006 or something like that, I think. As of late. And I think that includes the monkey legendary from Sword and Shield, whose name starts with a Z that I can't remember. What's his name? Man, you can tell when the legendaries are made like primarily for the movies. I feel like that one was made primarily for the movie. Which I didn't even see that movie. The Coco film, I didn't watch that one. I'm a little behind on my Pokemon anime, to be honest with you. Yeah. Is this one clean? I think it might be. Oh, there we go. The Sword Wolf thing. What was I talking about? No, there was a legendary in Sword and Shield, kind of like, oh, you know how some legendaries get introduced, like, they would be in, like, the third game, like how Giratina was in Platinum or whatever, or Kyurem was in, Black and White 2. Instead of doing a game, like, they just have it's a monkey Pokemon, and it's grass type, and I think dark is the other type, if I'm not wrong. mistaken. But it's one of those Pokemon that I feel is made for the movie and not, like, its presence in the game maybe came as an afterthought. Which, I feel like when they had less Pokemon to work with, they were a lot better at, like, interconnecting the worlds of, like, the game and the anime and to even the cards to a slight extent. But now there's just too many Pokemon, I think, for them to do that effectively. Zarude, that's its name! Yeah, they all start with Z! I just realized that. They all start with Z. Zacian, Zamazenta, and Zarude. Really, that seemed like it would fit. Those names sound more Spanish than Koraidon and Miraidon. But you know what? It's a fictional universe made for all ages. And I still enjoy it, so it's, at the end of the day, it's fine. I really like the legendaries from Scarlet and Violet, though. Koraidon and Miraidon are pretty good. I like a lot of the changes made to Scarlet and Violet. I feel like a lot of the changes made really good. Oh, you know what game I have not played yet and came out in fucking March? Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I still haven't played that. And I love Kirby to an uncomfortable extent. Not uncomfortable. It's not the right word. Like, where it's like, are you okay? I love Kirby. Oh my god. Kirby and the Crystal Shards for the Nintendo 64 is my favorite. And then after that's probably Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance. Kirby Superstar is good. Forgotten Mirror is good. The OG is fine. I just wish they would let you wear anything other than school outfit. Me too. I hope that it's like I have a feeling they will do DLC based on how just things are going with video games as a whole. And I would bet that the DLC will let you change the outfits, because I'm pretty sure they've gotten a lot of gripes about that. I would hope, anyway. Because I too would like to wear something other than the outfits. At least the outfits in Violet are easier to accessorize with. Because there's a lot of good stuff you can get in Purple. And in Orange, I don't know because I haven't been paying attention to the color Orange when I'm looking at like all the accessories you can get for your trainer. But I imagine it would be more difficult to pair up with that bright shade of pastel orange correctly. You know what I mean? It is like a very like distinctly pastel orange. Let me check something. Wait. Please. Cool. I'm going to take a 1-minute ad break. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to appeal to their Twitch overlords. And get pre-rolls out of the way because I don't like them, and if I could turn them off all the way, I would, but I don't think that's even an option, which sucks. So I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Do you ever forget to mute your mic? Fuck, it's okay. Ugh. I needed a good minute-long hydration break anyway. I like where I live. Like obviously I'm not a person who owns a home, so I rent places and have moved quite a bit as a person living in free country USA who does not own property. I like the place I live, but the ventilation in my room is not very great. So if I'm not careful, I can like just get warm really fast. So I always have my water that I have with me like as cold as I can get it, and it's always just like so relieving. It's very nice. Yeah, but even in winter it can get warm in here, which is great for winter, not so much for summer. I remember, oh god, last July was before I was even debuted. And I didn't stream a ton. Because I think I was July is when I got, like, a consistent schedule of streaming. July is when I was first doing Wednesdays and Sundays consistently. But man, it was just so hot that sometimes I couldn't even be in here. And I had to, like, go to a different room. Oof. Let's hope next summer's not that bad. I just seal all of my vents so my room stays super cold. I mean, yeah. This is also a pretty old little place as well. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, we are almost done. I think it's this and then the fence, and I think that's it. Man, I'm so glad I scheduled this today. This ended up being just what I needed after the day I've had. Oh. Good job, past me. You did good. Although, I can't lie to you guys, half an hour before, I still hadn't set up anything yet because I was working on stuff for Wednesday. I'm just so freaking excited. I'm putting in an amount of work that I will probably look back and go, I did not need to put in this much work for this. This was not that big of a deal. But, you know, one, I can't help myself. Two, I could maybe make it a big deal to myself. It is my birthday, you know, it's like, birthday is the holiday that you can choose to customize more so than any other holiday. Is it really a holiday though? That's also a question. Oh, oops. Oh, fingers turning to ice is not good. Still got a bit to do on this one. But yeah, I've got things planned. I've got more things to plan. But also, at the same time, I'd really just like to sit and do nothing for the next couple days, because I don't get the chance to sit around and do nothing too often. But alas, I know I must continue doing things. Well, at least some things. I'm probably gonna, like, clean my place while I have a couple days off. You know, like, things that you need to do to survive as a living being in the 21st century. Oh, why am I? Woo! I was slowing down for a second. God damn! It hasn't always been doing this, has it? Has it always been, like, getting really, like, stuttery when I have the power wash on? No, right? Or is that just me? I don't think it would just be me. What on earth? Maybe restart game? Yeah, that might be it. Wait, if I leave, will I have to redo all of this? Or can I save? Okay. Okay, I think I can. Alright. Give me one okay. I should really have a background for this. Wait, no, I do! Hang on, it's just not on. Right, okay, there we go. Maybe... Let me close my... We can go without my soundboard for a little bit. It'll be fine. Just to see if that gives us the tiniest... Oh no! That's not what I wanted to click at all! Oh no, no. Okay. Alright, it's restarting. Woo! Let's hope it doesn't if it... I can't lie to you guys. If it makes me restart the whole thing, I might just stream and just cry. Not really. I'll probably just click on free play and do a different stage. Oh, hey, you know what? Resume job. Click. That would be so sad. It would be so sad. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it just needed a restart. Cool. Cool. Good idea. Let's see. I think we might be good here. So let's go ahead and work on this. Oh. Excuse me. Ugh. Sneeze. Yeah, I usually try and do my best to, like, mute my mic before I sneeze most of the time. But this game refused to work in anything other than full screen, so my mouse is locked and I can't get out. There we go. Especially in the winter. Winter makes me very dry. And as a result, that makes me sneeze more in the winter. I don't quite get it, but it happens. However, I was also that kid who believed she was allergic to the sun when she was little. Cause you know, if like when you go out and like look at the sun for the first time after you've been inside for a while, maybe it's like your first time going out for the day, like you'll sneeze, right? Right? So when I was little, I was convinced that I was not a vampire, but just allergic to the sun. Just that. And my mom was like, "No, you're not allergic to the sun. You goober." But Mama, what if I was? It makes me sneeze. Mama Sheep was like, "It makes me sneeze too, you doofus." The sun just wants us all to sneeze a little bit more. Alright, we're at 98%. Oh boy. Oh, okay, okay. It's the, framework. Okay. Oh, and the wheelbarrow! You know, that thing I completely missed. I just glossed over this. Incredible. Is it possible to be allergic to the sun, but it's a lot worse than sneezing? I think, yeah, that's... Did I say a wheelbarrow? Did I say that? Oh, God, if I did, I meant lawnmower. Brain, come on. God! I do that all the time and I don't realize it. Damn it. A lawnmower, it's not a wheelbarrow. Hello, Tap Titans. Good to see you. I am currently cleaning off a lawnmower, not a wheelbarrow. I assume this is the last thing to clean to get us at 100. I could be very wrong, but I think. Okay, let me get out of this corner spray you. Okay. Go to this side. Where's the dirt on you? Oh. Apparently you're still covered in it. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think this lawnmower is like... No, it's not a wheelbarrow! See, it said lawnmower. It said it. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Okay. And then that wall. Yeah, that makes sense. That wall was a little stubborn to clean in the first place. Come on, wall. What's left? Oh wait, the checklist tells me. Control panel and food shelves. I assume those are probably somewhere next to the house, maybe? Well, control panel, to me, would be next to that. Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, no way! That makes so much sense. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing outside. Where are food shelves? Oh. I guess some parts of this guy is still. Here is getting in my dang face. Okay, there's the control panel. Food shelf. Doghouse roof. Wait. Yeah. I see it. I see it. It's flashing. I know where I'm going, you silly game. Where's the dirt? Probably on the edges or something. There we go. Alright, what else left? Parasol pole. And I think that's actually it. Maybe it's not. 90. Okay, yeah, I see a couple 99%. So 2 fence posts, 2 hanging planters, and 1 of the sofa cushions. Okay. Which couch cushion? Said. Couch cushions. Swing sofa cushions. Where's the frickin' dirt? My guy? Oh, is it right there? Okay. Okay. There's that one. There's 2 hanging planters and what else? 2 fence posts. I'm assuming it's probably these. Oh, why are we crouching? Nope. Yeah, that's one. I think I got all of those. I think it's one over there. Oh, yep. Okay. And then 2 hanging planters, which I think were on the shed. So I just didn't clean up 2 of them online. There's 1. And 2. To do retaining wall, step edging, and step wall. Alright. step edgings, step walls, and then retaining walls. Wait, which retaining walls have it? Maybe this one? Okay, there's the retaining wall. And then some of the step edging. Okay, there's one. And then edging is all that's left. I don't quite know exactly where it is. You can see the little health bar thing to see. Oh. I see that now. It's not that one, it's not that one. Edges. Oh, it's this one. Woohoo! Ah, we did it! Took me way too long. Can't wait for the end where it's just like bouncing around. Oh, no, it didn't show me that part. Fantastic. I think that's a good point to just call it for tonight. I'm just out of energy and brain matter, and talking is getting harder as the stream goes on. And I don't want to make anyone suffer through just a weird, uncomfortable silent stream of me just taking my frustrations from real life out on video game power washing. Sunday we will be returning to the One Who Waits and going back to the Cult of the Lamb. I can't wait. I will be doing a whole new world so everybody can join as a follower again. I'll have the extension up and running. Maybe I'll have some new stream assets for it? I don't know yet. That's a maybe. And then Wednesday. Yay, Wednesday. I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. It always means a lot to me. Even if you're here for just a couple of minutes, just like showing up at all, just clicking the follow button at all of it warms my little woolly heart so much. I hope you have a good evening or night or day or morning, whatever time it is where you currently are existing. But I will see you next time.